welcome back to my channel. I'm Rachel if you are new here, and today's video is kind of giving an update on where we're at with the fertility stuff, and just kind of talking about my kind of thought process on all of it. I have my coffee and I have a whole bunch of papers down in front of me just so I can remember dates and stuff like that, just because after a year of this it does kind of all start to get jumbled together. So let's jump into it. March 25th was when I had my last IUI, and I filmed that whole cycle and update on that on the last video I posted. And then April 26th is when I had my appointment with my doctor to go over all of our results. So that was a month after the IUI, and technically 2 weeks after the pregnancy test. So that was a little lengthier than I wanted, but that's the soonest they can get me in. He told me at that appointment was everything went really well. My body responded really well to the injections. Obviously, if it went really well, we would have gotten pregnant. So my body responded really well to the injections. He is going to let me do 2 more IUI cycles with the Gonal-F injections. Am I hoping that we only have to do 1 more? Of course. But he said we can do 2 more before we could start talking about IVF. He did kind of put it in my court if we wanted to jump right into IVF, because he said it had really good response to the Gonal-F, where I had maybe 10 mature eggs they could have used for IVF, that whole procedure. But I don't want to try that yet. I want to continue with the IUIs before we explore that route. He also said he was surprised that I did not get pregnant, because on paper he said everything looked really well for myself and my husband. I did find out, I don't know if I mentioned in the last video, a week after the IUI I had intense cramping about 1 o'clock every night for a week. I had called my fertility clinic initially. They were like, maybe it's just cramping from your IUI. I didn't really think that since it was a week later, but I brought it up to my doctor when we went in for that session, and he said that was about 7 other chances of ovulation that was happening because of the eggs that weren't mature yet at the time of the IUI. They were then mature a week later and were finally ovulating. So we could not have intercourse because I was on vaginal inserts for medication. So he is taking me off of those medications. I don't have to do that again for this IUI. That way, let's say the IUI doesn't work, but I do ovulate on my own week after, then that's more attempts that we have to possibly get pregnant off of the Gonal-F injections. So that was interesting to know that my body did that. What else? It is June 1st and we have not done another cycle since March 25th. And the reason for that is when we went in for our review, my doctor said that the Gonal-F injections should kind of have a wave-like effect on my body. So it wouldn't have just work for 1 month, that it should have a lingering effect and we could possibly get pregnant like naturally without any of the IUI because of the medicine still in my body. So he said, let's wait, see if you get another pregnancy test in 2 weeks, because at that point I would have been in the middle of my cycle. So we did that. We tried, we're like, alright, let's see if there's still medicine in my body. I did not get a positive pregnancy test, and then I had to go back on birth control. So I just started birth control again. So now we have to wait the roughly month that it takes to get a period off of that before I can call my fertility doctor and start another cycle. I do have to go on birth control in between each procedure that we do because I don't have regular periods. So when I go on the birth control, it makes sure I have like the 28-day cycle. We know when I'm getting my next period, and then we can go from there. It just makes it easier. That's me in my case. That's probably not the same for everybody. So that does make this really lengthy, because normally you try the IUI or whatever, if it doesn't work, you get your period, and then you can just jump into your next cycle. That isn't the same for me. I have to go a month in between because I have to go back on birth control. This month makes a year with working with our reproductive endocrinologist, and in that time frame, I've only done 3 cycles with them. The first few months was doing the Lupron challenge, the sonohistography, which I might be pronouncing wrong, and then other blood work. Austin went in for blood work and his testing as well. So that was lengthy. And then, like I said, in between each procedure, I have to go on birth control for a month. So hopefully we'll be starting another round of injections here soon in the next few weeks. Hoping it works, obviously. But I am excited to get things moving again, because it has been a long, kind of, 2 months now, just waiting for me to get back on medication and try again. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it through me just kind of rambling on about what we've been doing, why we have just been waiting, I didn't want to give a video up just because of how long it's been since my last one, even though it has been not much to give an update on. I want to let you guys know that hopefully we'll be starting another cycle here soon. Please give us any prayers, positive vibes our way, and if you are on this journey as well, then I send baby dust your way. I pray that you get a miracle yourself, and like this video, comment down below what have you been trying, if you're on this fertility journey, or what has worked for you. Can't wait to hear from you guys, and thanks so much for watching.